Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. I'm Lorinda Carr, and this is Daily Vibe Check. I feel like that could be an intro to a TV show or talk show. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Lorinda Carr. Welcome to Daily Vibe Check. I don't know. I got to work on that. Or not. All right, so let's see. I'm using my Gilded Tarot deck. I love this deck. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know today. For our greatest and highest good, I'm getting my energy in the deck. Haven't messed with it much this weekend. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. What's coming today? What kind of overall vibration is today? What could we be excited about? What do we want to be on the lookout for? I guess that's a card that we're going to use right now. Okay. Ooh, I like it. It's a good card. What else? What do we need to know? Is there something negative maybe that's going to be coming in our path? So how I for those of you who are new to the channel, thank you for joining. But also, what I do with this is I'm not trying to predict your future. So each card has an overall vibration. When I do tarot cards, it's not just like this means this and this means this, and so we have to put them together. And this means, it's not like that. It's like, okay, some cards have multiple meanings. It's just an overall vibration. So I do try to give like various scenarios, and sometimes they're real and sometimes they're not, but it gives you an idea of kind of what to expect for the day. And sometimes if a negative message comes up, if it's super negative, I will actually not even record it, because I'm like, I'm not having this. We're going to reset this. And we try to navigate around it. But ultimately, if there's like a negative energy card that comes up, it's more of a spirit saying, hey, this is coming. Kind of like when you're standing on a train track, enjoying the view, and you're like, oh, this is so great. I just love this. And then there's a train coming. You don't just stand there and watch it until it hits you. You see it coming, you move off the track and let it go by you. So sometimes it's good to know if there's going to be something negative around you or something you need to be aware of in your environment. But also, you may wake up on the wrong side of the bed, think life is terrible, watch this, and then see a positive message and go, oh, okay, so I'm going to keep an eye out for this positive thing happening today. Even though I feel kind of gross and mean and grumpy, I'm going to stay positive. Look for this thing that falls into place. Okay, so I've already got my one card, so I'll set it aside. The card that goes with it, Four of Wands reversed. Four of Wands reversed. Now, the first card that popped out was the Page of Wands. So now pages are messengers. They bring us news. So it could be an email, it could be a phone call, it could be a letter in the mail, some sort. It could be a friend telling you something. It's receiving information. Either receiving information, or you could be the page where you are sending information. Pages are also, I see them sometimes as youth or students of the universe, children. They're just open to new learning, new messages, new way of thinking. Now, with these two together, because the Four of Wands, when it's upright, is stable foundations. Fours are all about stability, and creating a firm foundation. And when it's upside down, saying our foundation has been shaken, something has been shaken. It can literally be talking about your house. Okay. Maybe you're going to receive a message that's going to turn your house upside down emotionally. Or maybe you have applied for, a HELOC or some sort of home loan, and maybe it comes out like not in your favor. But usually when that happens, it's Spirit's way of saying, hey, this may feel turned upside down right now, but there's a reason for it. So just bear with us, hang in there. It's all part of the lesson. So let's see. Speaking of lessons, we'll do the Soul's lesson card. We'll see what the lesson is along with this. So Spirit showed me a specific situation that I lived through about 5 years ago when life was good, and I literally was thanking God that day for getting me through such a tough time. And then I received a phone call that turned my world completely upside down for a good few years. Like, it was the news cycle of crap to happen. And it literally turned our home upside down. Okay, not literally, my house didn't flip upside down, but it created a lot of imbalance. But through that, lots and lots and lots of lessons were learned. And in the long run, it's going to be fine. Like, we've moved through it. But so that's the kind of thing. It's that random getting a phone call and going, oh, and all of a sudden everything's turned on its head. That's the vibe. It could be something totally complicated, or it could be something completely dumb and innocent and small. So the lesson card that goes with this is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Okay, so discipline. Be diligent is what I'm hearing. Spirit saying, be diligent. So whoever this is for, saying stay on top of it. Because if you get a message that kind of turn things upside down or turn something on its head, then instead of trying to point fingers and be mad at everybody else and, oh, this is not happening, point, remember, you got 3 pointing back at you. For every time you point a finger at someone, there's 3 pointing back at you. And I'm sorry, like dust in my so you have to have the discipline to know your role in something. And you also have to have the discipline to move through something. Be diligent. Okay, so let me come up with an example. So say, okay, I'm going to pull the mom card here. So say you get a call from school, or oh, great. Now I'm a little nervous how this is going to play out, because my son is a junior this year. So you might get a message, of bad grades and or assignments not being turned in, or that really turns things upside down and really puts some things on the line, some really future things on the line. But these are you're being warned. You're being warned about it, and that child, or you as the parent, need to have the discipline to stay on top of that student, to follow up and say, okay, so today, how are you going to be accountable today? So show me what homework you had, show me what and now, see, luckily my kid's on spring break right now, so I probably won't get any devastating news about him not doing something tomorrow. Who knows? But stay on top of it. Don't let this news turn you upside down, and don't let it frazzle you, and don't let it completely crush you. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about before I ever pulled the cards. Sometimes when you see the train coming, you don't just stand there and let it hit you. You move. You're like, oh, okay, I'll step off this track. Let the train go by, and then you can go back to life and enjoying things. Okay, so this is saying have that discipline. And for me as a mom, I can actually help instill that discipline in my student child, who needs to sign up for this SAT and ACT. It's like, out of nowhere yesterday, I'm like, have you signed up? When are you taking your SAT? What? Okay. So having 2 overachiever older girls, like, that I didn't really have to do anything because the counselors were on top of it. They were not in a pandemic. It's very self-driven, very self-motivated. And then I got my son, who's like, college? I mean, people game on YouTube and make millions. Or, so you may get a message that turns things upside down or shakes things up. Just know that discipline can turn it around. Maybe something happens, I find something out. I'm really hoping not. And I have to be the disciplinarian. Okay, so think of that overall vibe. In a work scenario, maybe you get a message that um, you get an email from a client that's unhappy with your work, and it's really shaking the foundation of your of what you do, and maybe even put your job in jeopardy. How do you turn it around? How do you fix it? The discipline of getting in there and saying, okay, you know what, let's get this right, let's make this right. What can we do? Okay, so this is your warning. Something might be shaking your foundation today. Something might be rocking you a little bit, but with discipline, you'll move through it. Yep, you're going to move through it. So I pulled one more card just for fun. Queen of Swords. Yep, keep your head over your heart. Move through, think through the future. Think to the future. You can be passionate, compassionate, but also know that you have the ability to look to the future and carve your own path. Okay. This works great with this discipline card. Ooh, look at the colors. They're like the same colors, two totally different decks. I'm digging it. Okay. Use the discipline of this Queen of Swords. And I feel like this is a good positive way. So now that you know, you have the ability, the strength and the ability and the wherewithal to make a better decision. So that's it. Have a fantastic Tuesday. Like, subscribe, share. Don't be ashamed to like share with other people that you watch things like this. We're not doing witchcraft over here. We're not trying to do magic tricks or weird stuff. Just trying to inspire people and give them a little nudge from spirit that they're on the right track and that you really do have a lot more control over what's going on in your life than what we sometimes feel or think. Preparedness is key sometimes. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.